Hey guys, so what if you could get an external display that would fit inside your laptop bag? Today we're looking at the AOC E1659Fwu USB 3.0 monitor. So here we go. So on this channel we do technical review videos as well as some in-depth tutorials to try to help you out on various topics. If you like that kind of thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get notified of upcoming videos. And if you want to check out the device that I'm reviewing today or the software that's associated with it, I'll have links to both of those down in the description. So the AOC E1659Fwu is a 16-inch 1366 by 768 display. It's a TFT panel. So that's an aspect ratio of 16 by 9. It gets its power from the USB 3.0. There's no external power source on this device that you have to worry about. It's got one connector and then the kickstand. The monitor works on Windows, Mac OS X, and Linux. Linux takes a little bit of tweaking. The setup on Windows and OS X is actually pretty easy. With this stand, it's really nice because you can have the display either in landscape mode like this, or you can also put it in portrait. In Windows, it'll automatically detect that rotation and automatically switch it to portrait. In Linux and OS X, you need to go in and set that up, change that manually in the display settings, but it works perfectly. There's no problem at all. The nice thing about this stand is it's really adjustable for various angles, which is good because the viewing angles on this device are not the best. They're not horrible. Once you get it set up to an angle that works for you, it's just fine. It's just if you're going to have people gathering around it or you're going to be moving around a lot, it's kind of a problem because when you get higher or on the sides more, you start losing some of that viewing angle. It becomes an issue then. What comes in the box is the display itself, obviously. It comes with this neoprene case. It's actually really nice. I usually slide it in here and throw it in my laptop bag so the screen doesn't get scratched up or anything. And the USB 3.0 cable. It has two connections on it, but honestly on the latest devices I've only had to use the one connection. I think one is for additional power if the USB 3.0 is not drawing enough power from the one connection. I've not really had that problem. I had that issue on some older laptops, and to the point of older machines, this will technically work on USB 2.0, but it's real slow and I definitely wouldn't recommend it. The setup for the device on Mac OS and Windows are really simple. It's a lot more complicated on Linux. So if enough people want to see that, leave the comments below and I'll do a separate video on that because that's a little more involved. But in Windows and Mac OS, all you do is you go out to download the DisplayLink software, and I'll have a link to that down in the description. Install that on your operating system, reboot, and then you're good to go. You plug it in, and it shows up as an external device, and then you can go into the display settings, either in Windows or Mac OS, and set up the display how you want to do it. You can change the positions just as if it were any other external display or secondary display. Some of the things that I really like about this display, it doesn't need any external power source. It easily fits in the laptop bag. I throw it in that case, throw it in my bag, it fits no problem. It's super easy to set up. You just download that software, reboot your machine, plug it in, and you're off and running. And the text and the overall display are actually really good. Even with that 1366 by 768 resolution, which is pretty low, it's really great to have this external display that you can just take with you and kind of move stuff over in those times when you need the two displays. Now it isn't all good, and I'm going to go over some of the things I don't like about it. The first thing is those viewing angles that I mentioned before. They're actually really pretty bad. Once you get it set up and you have it facing you in the angle you want, it works just fine. There's not an issue there. But anything outside of that, it's not great. The other thing is the color reproduction on it is terrible. You would not want to use it for any like color correction kind of work or Photoshop kind of stuff. The color representation on the display is really quite a bit off. If you're using it just for watching kind of tutorial videos on one screen while you're working on the other screen, or you have information open on one screen on a website or something that you're transferring into something on the other side, that works just fine. There's not an issue at all. Even with that 1366 by 768 resolution, it's actually really good enough for that kind of work. So on to my final recommendation. If you're looking for an external display that you're going to be using permanently, do not get this. This is not a good choice for that. You'd be much better off even going to a thrift store or something near your house and buying a used monitor. If you're looking for something that you can throw in a bag and just have that secondary display when you need it, and it's really easy to travel, really easy to set up, no external power source, I would definitely recommend this. And that's exactly how I use this. I use this quite a bit exactly for that reason, just to have that secondary display, and I'm actually really happy with it. It costs a little less than $100 and it's completely worth it in my opinion. So I hope you really found this useful and informative. If you have any questions at all or comments on the device, if you own one, please leave comments below. Hit that like button if you feel the video is worth it, and again, hit the subscribe button so you get notified of upcoming videos. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.